My name is Samantha Tolkar. I'm a senior and I'm on the dive team. I've been diving for 2 years. I started my junior year because gymnastics, I've been doing that for a long time, and a lot of people said that gymnastics helps with diving, so I thought I'd give it a try, and although at first it was really hard, I ended up doing really well, and I'm in my second season and I'm having a really great time. As a senior on the swim and dive team, I'm a leader for the underclassmen divers and those who haven't done it before. I just lead by example and help them get through hard dives at practice and at competitions. And during our morning lifts, I help lead our exercises towards the end, such as like our abs after our lift. We have a lot of meets at CT Brandon in Canton, which is our state's spot. So I've been able to get used to the boards there and like the pool and the atmosphere. But the energy and the atmosphere at Cleveland State is super awesome. That's where districts is held for swim and dive every year. And although it can be a little tense and competitive, towards the end of the meet, it gets really exciting. So the swim and dive team is unlike any other team that I've been on. The bonding and like the atmosphere that we have during meets is pretty special when we're cheering for close races or just cheering each other on. Although the dive team is smaller and we don't get to train with our swim team, when we come together for meets, it's a great experience.
I am Mr. Reben Eric, and I teach the Aeronautics Careers Academy. And as part of the 6th District Compact, one of 4 programs here at Stow High School. To join the program, you typically apply your sophomore year, and then you would join us your junior and your senior year for a 2-year program. In the program, you take 4 classes in total. You take Intro to Aeronautics, Aviation Weather, Private Pilot Flight Theory, and Unmanned Aircraft Systems. Biggest goal for the program is help kids figure out where do they want to go, or where do they best fit in aviation, and how are they going to get there.
My name is Preston Schrock. I'm a junior in the aviation career program, and I really got into the program because I flew for the first time when I was in like 6th grade, and I was just like obsessed with planes after that. My favorite part of the program was all my new friends that I made being in it, because I never would have known all these kids if I didn't get in. One of my favorite field trips that we went on was the air traffic control tower at Cleveland Hopkins, and it was very interesting because they really took us behind the scenes, and we went up in the tower, the top of it, and we got to see the whole airport, and you got to see like for miles and miles. And they took us to TRACON, so we got to see like where they communicate to aircraft while they're coming into the towered space. And it was just a really cool experience to see.
I'm Savannah Rieksecker, and I'm a senior in the Aeronautics program. I got into the program because I was always obsessed with the Blue Angels in the Air Force, and I'm always obsessed with like taking things apart and rebuilding them, and I want to be an aviation mechanic. We learn a lot about like how planes are made, the histories of planes. We go on field trips and shadowing experiences, and I really love this program.
Yeah, my name is Dave Close. I've been coaching basketball since 1980. I've been the head coach at Stow since 1988 and enjoyed my time here. As a teacher here, I taught mathematics for my entire career here at Stow. That youth has been, we've had a relatively inexperienced team. So what comes with that maybe is a little inconsistency. We've been a little up and down. We've had some absolutely tremendous games. Like we jumped out to a 22-2 lead, and we're their only loss this year. Until recently, I think they might have lost here recently. But and then the first round we played at home against Nodonia, and they jumped on us big pretty early. And this past Friday, we kind of turned the tables, had a great game against them, and won that game rather handily. But it's been, it's just been a little up and down. We're led by, we've got 3 seniors. 2 of them were all league last year. Cam Marconi was second team all league. Austin was honorable mention all league, and Michael Calcaterra was on our rotation last year as a letterman. So those 3 seniors are leading us. both on the basketball floor and just as a family unit. We need that senior leadership to help guide our younger people. Cam and Austin have been carrying the scoring load for us. As of our last game Saturday, 14 games, there is 1 point separating their two totals. So they're both averaging just under 18 points a game. As we look forward, we're looking for some of our younger guys, a little more inexperienced guys, that get settled in and find their niche and be able to contribute on both ends of the floor.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Mr. Helmick here in the Industrial Maintenance and Production for Employment Career Program, otherwise known as IMPE. This is part of our lab here where we have a variety of equipment and tooling that we train the students on in a 2-year career program, with year 2 being a focus of getting you out into the workforce and placed at a job site. So we have different types of training equipment in here, such as a pneumatic and hydraulic trainer, where it is hands-on. You're connecting hoses, doing fittings, pressure tests, flow rates, anything that is related to a hydraulic or pneumatic flow. We also have a variety of different hand tools. We have blueprint reading that students begin learning at the beginning of the year on, precision measurement such as dial calipers and micrometers, and a lot of field trips. We go out into the community, a lot of business partners that we have, and industry experience for students in terms of job shadows on every other Wednesday. So the career program is really focused on somebody that doesn't like the traditional school setting where you're just sitting in class. You want to get out, you want to work with your hands and make money, starting a career in some form of trade and manufacturing. Some of the special projects that we take on with the school is one where we were commissioned kind of by the school, free of charge though, to do some fence work, right? So you have some footage of us taking this fencing and making a nice little storage area for our partners, right? Bulldogs helping Bulldogs here for the ski club, where they can now have a safe storage area for their skis. And in the end, the students are getting the hands-on experience of using the hand tools, power tools, and proper safety procedures. And the school gets a win out of it because they provided the material, we provided the manpower, and we got the job done. So that's a little bit about the life in IMPE. Thanks, guys.
Hi, my name is Chase Wheaton. I am a senior here at Stow-Munroe Falls High School. I am also in the IMPE career program, and it's an amazing program. We work with power tools, micrometers, a whole bunch of different tools you could imagine, and it's basically a career program made for the trades and manufacturing and all of the type of blue collar work. And we do this thing called job shadows, where you will go out to a company, you'll job shadow, and if they like you, they'll bring you on. Me, I went and did an extended job shadow for over a week at Mac LTT, and hopefully here soon enough they bring me on for full time. And the career program's great. Mr. Helmick's great. He wrote grants, and for that we were able to do team bonding since we're all from different schools, and go to Cedar Point, go paintballing, do a whole bunch of different things, go to a camp, Carl. We do a lot of things, and we learn in, like I said, power tools, electrical. We fix things for people around school, and everybody enjoys it. This is where we all want to be at, and this is where we want to be in our life. So none of us can really complain, and this is one of the best career programs in my opinion, and I think everybody else in here would very much agree so.
I'm Coach Herbert. I am the girls head coach and also the sprint specialist. Our guys team is kind of building on the success that we have this cross country season. Obviously being able to qualify as a team to state meet. We have a lot of depth on the distance side, and we're working to build that depth on the sprint side and on the throw side as well, losing Des Boyd last year to graduation, and now throwing at Kent State, having the guys like Christian and Trent and Jamo step up for us.
My name is Juan Hamilton, and I'm a freshman at Stow High School. One way I prepared for the season is by running almost every day, and like sometimes before school too, and that really helps out get my fitness up. And when I broke the freshman record for the mile and indoor, I mean, I didn't really know that I broke it at first, and then I looked on Mile Split and I saw I broke, and I was pretty excited about it. So.
Hi, I'm Christian Walker with the boys track team. Right now we're in indoor track, and my events are way different because for throws we only get to practice like twice a week, but outdoor practicing every day, throwing every day. It's a lot easier to get better in outdoor because we have more exposure to everything with techniques and just getting in the ring. So I know for indoor it's kind of our only time in an actual ring to throw is at the meet. So it's like kind of getting used to it. The meets are a lot different too. It's like an invitational every time we go versus it like being a dual meet. So it's good though, because it's like normally only people that really care about track are during indoor, so it's very easy to get tight knit and build the chemistry and foundation for the culture we want to bring to outdoor. So to get the culture going out there is super important, because if you don't have it, you're building it as you go. Whereas if you have it with this core group of people, like 5 or 6, it's a lot easier to add people to, and they kind of go with the flow. You know, a lot of people want to be the same and fit in, so it's really easy to get the culture where it is and make people fit in rather than having to go the opposite way of the people that are coming into. So I personally think it's a lot easier to have it going into outdoor, because I know building it on the fly is really hard. So indoor is kind of fine tuning those things. Yes, I want to throw far, but building the culture is more important to me. You know, I want to set up my shot put to be as good as we need, because I know it's something that the team needs, and to get my technique good for a disc, like I'm the main guy there. And just get closer to my teammates, you know, encourage Jamo and Trent to step up and be more of leaders when we need them. Come out there when there's new people, more freshmen, etc., trying out throws or just getting into it for the first time. So I know that portion's kind of hard for some people, is getting out of their comfort zone. So making it as comfortable for uncomfortable people would be nice.
Stagecraft is an underappreciated club that no one talks about.
Without them, the plays wouldn't happen.
They make amazing stagecraft for our drama club so they can perform the plays they do.
I think what I like most about my job is just like the people, like interacting with the people around me. You know, they're good company, and having something to do in the morning to like wake me up, you know. For the most part, I mop the stage. And occasionally, like, a light bulb will break on the catwalk, and I'll fix that.
Welcome to Stagecraft. My name is Mr. Abel, and as you can see, we're up here at the lighting board on the catwalk. This is where all of the lights are run for the plays, and for everything that happens in the auditorium, we're going to have lighting. I don't care if it's a senior meeting or if it's the fall parent meeting or band concert or choir concert or all the plays. We run the lighting from up here on the catwalk, and we have this system of lights that we can actually go ahead and throw up. Like, for example, we can have the flag is lit, the set is lit, we have the balcony lights that are on, and so we can adjust those, including we can adjust like the LED lights. So we have a lot of controllability up here in the catwalk. What we have is we have 4 students who are hired by the school who are considered theater techs. They're paid by the school district to understand and learn how to use this equipment. And similar to the techs that work on computers here at the school, all these techs work off hours or sometimes even during the school to make sure that the productions run smoothly. So Ethan is the head of lighting, Ethan Keenan. So if you want to know more about that, check out Ethan Keenan. He's going to be co-head of lighting for our fall play. Okay.
I'm a leader, so I help make sure everybody doing what they're supposed to do, man. I do woodworking, hammer the stuff, man. Yeah.
From Spike Media, I'm Ethan Ferrari.
And I'm Gavin Perrin.
The NFL playoffs are right around the corner, and fans are eager to see how it turns out. One thing's for sure, though, many people are preying on the downfall of the Kansas City Chiefs. However, let's take a look at what some fans have to say.
Mr. Kelly, I'm an Algebra 1 teacher and football coach, and I am a Steelers fan. I think the Bills and the Lions are going to end up in the Super Bowl. I think Josh Allen is an MVP candidate right now, and the Lions, to me, were the best team in the league all year. And I think it'll be fun to watch either team win their first one.
Coach Potter, head football coach at Stow-Munroe Falls High School. So this year, I think my Super Bowl prediction and what I want is going to be the Detroit Lions and Buffalo Bills, just because, like a Cleveland Browns fan, they've been two teams that haven't had a lot of opportunities in recent history to win a Super Bowl. And so either one of those two, as being a Cleveland Browns fan, be pulling for to win.
Regardless of what some fans may think, it's hard to say who's going to come out on top of this year's Super Bowl, as it is a very unpredictable time of year.
I'm Chase Wireball.
And I'm Trevor Wagner.
And this is Spike Media.
I'm Tara Fitzgerald, and I'm the Stowe and St. Vincent St. Mary Gymnastics coach. Last season, we worked really well together as a team, and every meet our team scores improved. This season, I think we are still working together as a team really well. Even though our team got a lot smaller, Stowe and St. Vincent St. Mary works really well together and very encouraging of one another. And what are you excited for? I'm super excited for our season to progress and get into postseason, and I'm super excited for districts. Flat back up.
I'm Ellie Snyder. I'm a sophomore, and I have been doing gymnastics for about 9 to 10 years. I started when I was 4. My favorite event is floor. I feel like I do the best on floor, and I can score well and place and maybe end up going to higher meets doing it.
My name is Maddie Mercurio, and I'm a senior. Last season went well. We had a lot of individual placements along with team placements. This season's going well. We have a lot of stuck routines at meets. I'm excited to compete my last year for senior night and for the team dinners, so we bond.
My name is Sammy, and I'm a senior. Last season went pretty good. I felt as an individual pretty consistent on my events, and as a whole team, we improved a lot. Season's going pretty good. We've had 2 meets so far, and our next one's next week. As a team, we've been really connected at our team dinners and bonding activities. We felt pretty connected, and it's pretty supportive and encouraging. I'm excited to just this sounds so cringe, but give it all I got, I guess. I'm excited for senior night, and it's going to be a very sentimental moment, and I'm just excited to spend it with my teammates.
So this is a career program for these kids. They're in here for a couple of years. And what we're doing is training them to go out into the industry and work in a real restaurant. So we actually open our restaurant to the public. They learn how to cook everything from scratch, how to package it, how to keep it safe, most importantly. And we treat this like a real restaurant.
Hi, I'm Julian. I make the salads. I also make the ranch dressing and red wine vinegar sauce. I also cut the lettuce. When I make the salad, I mix it with romaine and mixed greens. After that, I cut tomatoes into thin slices. And then I also cut the carrots into shredding them with a box grater.
My name is David. I do a lot. I do dessert, salad. Right now I'm making the balsamic vinegar. I clearly spilled some over here. When you mess up, you kind of just got to move on and keep doing what you're doing, because it's a high-paced environment, and you can't sulk on mistakes and stuff like that. And stuff's got to get done. So I got my partner right here cleaning it up for me, and I'm probably gonna make another mess, but it is what it is.
I am in 11th grade, and my job is the cashier and just taking orders, coach has to go and dine in and taking money and counting money back to customers and giving them back the right change back.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Lee, and this is one of my students, Addie, and we are open today, and we are so excited. So we are preparing the front of the house. So we are welcoming our guests into the restaurant, pre-orders, takeout. We have our dining room set up, our takeout area. So we're just all busy today, just trying to get a lot of things done, welcoming our customers.
So we haven't started grilling yet, but for most of the day, I'm preparing my station. So we first bring out the cheese, we get our tomatoes, we have our lettuce prepared, our bacon, and then we have our aioli ready right here. In the cooler, we have our chicken and hamburgers all freshly ready to get on the grill for when we're ready. So, yeah.
All right, you guys, check and see what your cleanup is. Make sure you get that done before we go to lunch, okay? It's on your sheet. Thank you.
My name is Allie Kuykendall. I teach 9th and 10th grade English, and I coach cheerleading. This is my first year for sideline and competitive cheerleading. Sideline, we cheer on the football team and the basketball team. And for competitive cheerleading, we are competing around Northeast Ohio with our game day routine. I cheered in high school at Coventry High School all 4 years, and then I volunteer coached at Coventry High School in college and took some years off so I could get used to teaching, and now I am in my first year of coaching here at Stow. So for sideline cheer, we primarily are there on the sidelines to cheer on the teams. We do some band dances with the marching band for football season, and when pep band comes to basketball games, the girls are doing chants that they know from our chant list that has about 80 or so chants on there. And then we are primarily there to get the fans hyped up for the game happening. For competition, the girls have one routine that takes about 3 minutes to compete. It mimics what you would see in a game day situation. So we start with a band dance, then we do a sideline cheer for either offense or defense, depending on the competition. We go into a cheer where we try to get the crowd to yell with us, and then we finish with a fight song. And the girls need to really focus on like the precision of their motions, cleanliness of the routine. They have to kind of compete together as one. It needs a little more tumbling, and it really focuses on getting the crowd engaged and showing the judges really good material that you would see at a game day situation. So at competitions, we typically compete against, I would say, anywhere between 5 to even like 15 teams in our division. Some competitions go by the size of our team. So right now our competition team has 18 girls on it, so that puts us in the large category. And then some competitions go by division, so we compete Division 1. We went to a competition in Columbus called Best in the State back in November, and that was where we competed against about 15 teams from all over Ohio, and we did see some really good competition there. We took 10th in that division.
My name is Olivia Casterline, and I'm a senior. I've been doing sideline cheer for about 5 years and competitive for about 3. I would say the major difference between competitive and sideline is that when we're doing competitions, it's more for ourselves than for anybody else, whereas during sideline, we're always cheering for a team. But at competitions, it's all about like doing the best for ourselves. One of the things that's different from last year than this year is the fact that we've changed divisions. So last year and the previous years before that, we were in the traditional division, which focuses more on dancing, tumbling, whereas this division, game day, is more focused on clean motions, jumps, and like perfectionism. All year we've been improving a lot. Our scores have been going up. We haven't placed exactly how we've wanted to, but with the improvement of our scores, we definitely will be placing higher in our next competitions. Now that it's my last year as a senior, it's been a lot of fun. I feel like I've gotten to do a lot more with my team and especially my class. We've been able to bond a lot more, and I feel our team is a lot stronger, which definitely helps us during competitions.
My name is Cassie Lucides, and I'm one of the school psychologists here. We're talking about New Year's resolutions and thinking about having a fresh start to the new year. And on that same train, I think it's really important that students take time to think about 2025. New Year's resolutions for me are important because you're thinking about the year prior and doing some reflecting, that I think it's important for students to do that as well. And when we have New Year's and we have a new year, students are almost encouraged to do that, right? We're talking about resolutions, we're talking about change, and students are kind of encouraged to think about things that they want to change or do differently, and think about the new year ahead and some new goals for themselves. I think when students come back from winter break, oftentimes they're like excited to change. It feels new. We have new classes. There's a lot that feels different. And so oftentimes students do feel the need to make a goal or make a New Year's resolution. We actually met with a group of students this morning who were talking about things that they wanted to change to really practice gratitude and forgiveness. And they were discussing things like journaling and wanting to add meditation and yoga to their daily practices to really just be more mindful about the things that they're doing on a regular basis, decompress, take some time away from thinking just about school. And so those were some of the resolutions that they had identified for themselves for 2025. I think some tips, if you're thinking about wanting to set a goal or set a resolution, would be to write it down, right? And keep it maybe somewhere where you look at it every day, so it's a constant reminder. I also think sometimes resolutions, we set these big goals, and breaking that big goal up into smaller, more attainable, in 2 weeks I want to be here, in a month I want to be here, then maybe in 6 months here's where I want to be with my goal, and break that down so that you see progress along the way and it helps you stay on track.
I'm Mrs. Dean. I am a school-based therapist from Child Guidance and Family Solutions. I have two things. One is I made a commitment to myself that I was going to get to work earlier. So I have been getting up about 10 minutes earlier and trying to walk out the door about 10 minutes earlier, and I've been on time to work every day so far this year. So that's a new good habit for me. And then the other one is not really a resolution, but there's this practice of picking a word that you kind of want to be your word for the year, and then try and reflect on how you can make that help you be a better person. So my word for the year is service. I'm trying to be very mindful of serving others and being in service to help people.
Hey, my name is Alex Curry. I'm a junior. I've been swimming for 3 years. My main events are the 2 IM and the 100 breast. I started swimming because my brother Bobby, he was a senior when I was a freshman, and he wanted me to join the swim team with him. And I've stuck with it now. I've been swimming for 3 years. I started in high school.
I'm Will Novak. I'm a sophomore at Stow, and I mainly swim 200 IM, 100 breast, and some backstroke. How I started swimming was my brothers, they both swam, so I really got into it then. My parents pushed me to swim, and I just really enjoyed it and kept on going. The first place that I really started swimming was Maplewood Gators. It was a summer swim team. Not very serious, just fun, and yeah, I just got into it then. This season has been great so far. We've been working really hard. Districts is coming up, potentially states. It's going to be great, fun, and yeah, I can't wait for the end of the season.
Our team is doing pretty well this season. We've built a good team culture, and we're looking forward to our postseason. I have goals myself. I'm trying to make it the districts this year, and hopefully we have more people make it out of sectionals this year than last year. The two events that I do are the 2 IM and the 100 breast. The IM is an individual medley. It's where you dive in, you start off with butterfly, and then you go into backstroke, and then breaststroke, and then free. So it's a mixture of all 4 strokes into one, 50 of each. My other event is the 100 breast, where it's just a 100 straight of breaststroke. Out of the 2 events I swim, the 200 IM and the 100 breast, I feel like I'm stronger in the 100 breast because the 2 IM involves a lot more strength and endurance, and that's harder to come by. I feel like I'm stronger at breaststroke than some of the other 3 strokes. Alright, so what's your grade and name?
Cooper Adams, I'm a junior.
Alright, how long have you been in ski club for?
7 years.
Do you ski or snowboard?
Ski.
And how long have you been doing it for?
7 years.
Name and grade.
My name's Jacob Bush, and I'm a junior.
How long have you been in ski club for?
5 years.
Do you ski or snowboard?
I ski.
How long have you been skiing for?
5 years.
5 years. And would you say you enjoy it?
Yeah, pretty fun.
Hi, I'm Ms. Stanek. I am a German and Spanish teacher at Stow-Munroe Falls High School, and I've also been the ski club advisor for the last 5 years, and before that I was a co-advisor for ski club. I ski. I joined ski club when I was in middle school myself. That's where I learned how to ski, and it has always been near and dear to my heart because I have very fond memories of skiing when I was in middle school and high school. I have always wanted to try snowboarding, but the older I get, the more hesitant I am just because there is a huge learning curve and you fall a lot and your butt gets very wet when you're trying to learn how to snowboard. Ski club is called ski club because it was created before snowboarding was as big as it is. I sort of unofficially call it ski and snowboard club now because we have lots of snowboarders in the club. It's an extracurricular activity that you can join here at Stow-Munroe Falls High School. It is not a sport, it is considered a club, an extracurricular activity. There is a fee that you pay directly to the resort, but it includes lessons and the lift tickets and rental equipment, and we go 5 times every season, and it's a great opportunity to learn how to ski or snowboard. I really enjoy being the ski club advisor because I love giving students an opportunity to look forward to winter, especially after the holidays. People tend to get kind of down a little bit in winter when it's cold and dark, but this is something that the students really look forward to, and it gives them a chance to try new things and really challenge themselves and be outside enjoying the weather with their friends. So that's one of the things I really love about ski club.
My name's Taylor Burkett. I'm a senior. This is my 4th year doing indoor track, and it's just a wonderful experience to get ready to head into the outdoor season here in the spring. I was a captain last year as a junior, and it helped really build our team bond. As being a younger classman, having no seniors last year, it really helped to set up our young team for success.
I am Coach Herbert. I am the girls' head cross country and track and field coach here at Stow High School. We're currently in our indoor track and field season, incredibly important part of the year for us. When this first started over a decade ago, it was much more of just training and getting ready for our outdoor track and field season. But as we've got to the point where there's over 800 teams in the state of Ohio, we have 4 different divisions that compete for a state championship. It's been really more about the competition and being able to highlight the incredible athletes that we have here at Stow year-round.
Last year as a junior, I had a decent season. It was a lot of strength building and just getting conditioning, really building the team bond together. It was just a season of working hard every single day, showing up prepared, and that's really going to help this season where I can focus on the more technical things and just really excel this season.
My grandma helped me get started a couple years ago. We baked Christmas cookies together, and I fell in love with it. And we've been kind of baking together ever since. So we do that a lot. I think our favorite thing to do is just baking together. We like to bake a lot. In class, it's really helpful learning the new recipes. It's helped me understand kind of the science behind it more, not just how to follow a recipe. It's helped me multitask a lot easier. I mean, strudel's really, really fun to make, and it's really, really good too. I like strudel a lot. I think it's my favorite thing we make. I don't really sell them. I give them to my friends a lot. They're really excited for it. I mean, cake pops are easily the favorite. She's in her 60s. I don't know exactly how old. She likes baking together. She likes hanging out a lot. She likes that I'm following through with it. She gets really excited when I come over and we bake together. It's always a lot of fun. We do it like every Sundays, and then occasionally during the week. If we're doing it during the week, it's going to be Tuesday nights through to Wednesday.
I'm Lucas Cochran. I got the chance to go down to the Hula Bowl. Super amazing experience. So first day was Wednesday night. My dad and I drove over to Pittsburgh about an hour and a half. Flew out of there when we got into Orlando around 7 p.m. We drove over. That night we just went and got dinner, stayed. Hotel experience, that was something. That was the first of many experiences probably in my life where I'm gonna have to go to a really crappy hotel. I mean, when you get these events, you take what you can. We're about 5 minutes from the field. We went a cheap route, closest route. It makes it easy, it's convenient. Now, obviously, there's another opportunity, the Caribe Royale. That's where everything happened. So, first practice, I will never forget this. I was with the special teams, and I was talking to this Colorado punter. He starts going, "Hey, come on, let's go." I was like, "Where are we going?" He's like, "We're going over to Coach Prime." And I was like, "Coach Prime?" I'm like, "Coach Prime." So that's Deion Sanders, and Hall of Famer, World Series winner, NFL Super Bowl winner, and all this. One of the greatest defensive players of all time. I was coaching at Colorado, so that was an awesome experience. Got to go over, shake his hand, meet him, talk to him for a while. So I was taking pictures, so I had to take my chance to take pictures. Adding that to my portfolio is amazing. So then Thursday night, we get to go to the Hall of Fame dinner. That was an awesome dinner. Deion Sanders is getting inducted into the Hula Bowl Hall of Fame. So after dinner, I got to sit down, get a chance to just talk to him, Doug Flutie for a little while. It's the other one that got inducted to the Hall of Fame. Now, Deion Sanders, high-profile name, so you're not allowed to interview everyone in the room always. He was one of those people. But Doug Flutie, I got the chance to interview him. And that really sparked from Deion Sanders' conversation with me about opportunity and chance. He's like, taking a chance is a risk. Like, you're putting this event. He's like, they trust you. He's like, they gave you an opportunity, not a chance. He's like, if they didn't trust you, they'd be worried about it. He's like, always prove them right or always prove them wrong. Like, take that opportunity and go do it. So I went over, I asked Doug Flutie to interview him, and I got the chance. I was the only person in the building. A lot of reporters, a lot of media, but I was the only one who got to do this, That's a really awesome experience to get to. Now, game day, unbelievable experience. We get there. Well, that first off, the night, apparently one of the photographers backed out for the Hula Bowl, 10:30 that night, so they give me a call, like, hey, we want to bring you on the team. So now all of a sudden, I'm getting experiences on the media team. I had to get there about 9:15 in the morning. I'm on the field. No one's there. It's just us and the media team. We're setting up full experience. I get locker room access. I get game day access. I get everything. I'm on the field the entire game. Awesome experience. Now, on the field at most games, there's the box that stretches about 50 yards or so, and you're not allowed in it during the game on the sideline, but I was part of the media team, so I was allowed, so I was able to interact with the players, see the celebrations, right up close, and that was an unbelievable experience this year. The best advice I can give is just start now. If you want to do it, start now. You'll make a name. One of the biggest things for me was last year I was known as the 16-year-old reporter. If you're out there and you're going to work real hard, they want to do it. They want to bring you on. People want to meet you. They want to talk to you. Make your chance now and take your chance and just go out there and take the opportunity.
My name is Mr. Summers, Justin J, senior, one each. I teach science classes. I teach biology, environmental, and physical science. When I was very young, high school, I felt that I owed my country something. And I just had this internal feeling that I needed to do something for the freedoms that I was given, for those that had sacrificed so much and said, Army is what I want to do. My two goals were to be G.I. Joe and to be a radio DJ. I was station manager of the college radio station my entire time in Toledo. Jumping on planes, so it started 26 years ago. 26 years ago, I was approached, said, hey, well, I wanted to go to airborne school. I mean, who doesn't, and, you know, as you're younger, want to jump out of planes? Being a paratrooper was kind of the creme de la creme for me, and I said, absolutely. So I went to school. I became what's known as a 5-jump chump, which means you get your 5 jumps to get through school, and then I took quite a big hiatus because I was in a mechanized unit for quite a while until I got to special operations. Special operations, you have to jump out of planes. So since I got special operations in 2007, and I've been jumping out quite a bit since then. I'm a jump master now, which is required for all leaders to be jump masters, because in special operations you jump small planes about the size of a school bus. You're the first one out and you yell, follow me, and you jump, and all your guys follow you.
We've got some new talent coming in, but most of the team, we've got, I think, 5 seniors on the roster, so we're an established crew, but yeah, we're looking pretty good so far. We're hoping to put up some good scores today, but it's a tough shot. They have the tournament shot out today, so.
Right now, we have a lot of inexperienced kids who have a lot of talent and potential. As long as they allow themselves to be coached and not, think too much, Blondie, then they do a really good job. Right now, probably a couple of our returners, being Olivia, she's bowling. She bowled last year.
Hey everybody, it's Weather 3 News meteorologist Ethan Ferrari back with another weather forecast. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. We have an active weather pattern that's going to get going in our area as we head towards next week. So let's give it right to you. Without further ado, taking a look at the jet stream across the area here, you can see jet stream is literally almost over the area as we head in towards that Monday, February 3rd time frame. But notice how it begins to lift far north of us as we head in towards middle to late week. That is going to allow for a lot of southerly winds to come into the area, and I'll let you know what that means for us here in a second. But then we get this jet stream back in here, and then eventually we're on the back side of it as we head in towards that weekend time frame here. All right, remember what I said, what those southerly winds mean? Here it is, all right? Taking a look at your temperature trends across the region next week, we get a very warm bubble of air as we head in towards middle to late next week, and this is going to be very noticeable, guys. We could be talking about temperatures getting into the 60s for a day or two next week, so that'll be interesting to watch. And then we get cold air on the backside of that jet stream there, because we start to put in some northerly winds into the forecast here. All right, now that I'm done showing you the jet stream and temperatures, you obviously know that there's going to be a gradient. So when there's a temperature gradient, there's obviously going to be a storm system. So let's take a look at that big future cast picture here. And you can see as we head into Wednesday, that storm system begins to build over the Great Lakes region. We could have some freezing rain with that early Wednesday, and then it changes to normal rain. But as we head into Thursday, this is the day I think we're going to get into the 60s and ultimately have the potential for some severe storms around here, guys. And yes, these could be some pretty potent storms. So we're going to need to keep a close eye on that cold front as it moves through the area on Thursday afternoon and evening, because that could cause some pretty potent storms around here, like I said before. And taking a look here on the backside of that cold front, we get another storm system to ride the jet stream east of us. Could we get a winter storm out of that? That's going to be something to keep an eye on as we head in towards next weekend. And then all indication says once that moves out, we get very cold on the backside, with temperatures not getting out of the 20s again. Now let's recap what we just went over. All right, our weather headlines. All right, brief system to the north of us on Monday could bring us some very stray, very few and far between rain and snow showers on Monday morning before we begin to get a very big warm up with temperatures really getting into the 60s as we head into Thursday, February 6th, and that will follow a storm system bringing a strong cold front across the area. And again, like I said, big gradient means a lot of wind in the atmosphere, so we will likely have the potential for thunderstorms, and like I said, some of those could be on the severe side, so we need to keep an eye on Thursday of next week. But for now, taking a look at that 7-day forecast starting on Monday the 3rd, again, isolated rain, snow showers expected. And then as we head into Tuesday, mix of clouds and sun before we head into Wednesday. That warm front will begin to lift into the area with temperatures climbing into the low 50s. And then we bring in the humidity in here on Thursday, which will bring temperatures into the mid 60s with that potential for some strong thunderstorms. Again, that's your weather impact alert day. We need to keep an eye on that. And then we watch the potential for a winter storm as we head in towards next weekend. That track will be very important to keep an eye on. Thank you guys so much for watching. For now, Spike Media, meteorologist Ethan Ferrari. That was me. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.